Yeah, let's go. When the lights go out, so does the sun. When it's all said and done, are you proud of yourself and what you've become? Are you proud of yourself and what you've become?
First thing I wanted to dive into on this mixtape was the production. A handful of these songs have really good synths. They're like almost rage beats, or that's kind of implemented into the song. It's not like a full like rage album or anything like that. When the Lights Go Out is a perfect example of that. Love the sample thrown in there. I think there's another good sample on My Level. I like the very subtle piano on that song as well, and on the song Schemes. There's even a few like dance or pop songs. The guitar on Smooth is really nice. That completely makes that song. I think 6 a.m. had kind of like a Summers plug-in B type beat. Overall though, a good majority of this project consists of just the melodic sounds that TyFontaine has been dabbling into this year. The quality is there. I think Beautiful Michi Girls earlier this year, which we covered on the channel, obviously had those transitions. It was a lot more seamless. Now onto the lyrics and substance of the mixtape. I like the more uplifting songs or more like inspiring songs that Ty makes. Just like the little subtle flexes, like when he says, "Feel like the president when I touch down in my city." Like those type of lines and the delivery he gives on those, just they hit. I feel like he has very underrated one-liners. It wasn't like too serious on this mixtape, whether it was like relationships or just little flexes or he had a good one-liner. I liked his rapping performances, just whatever it was. I think it complemented the music perfect. One of my favorite lyrics on the entire mixtape is from California Dreamin', when he says, "Mama said go to work and give up on your rap dreams. Night after Taz hit him up saying join the team." I really like that because obviously he joined Internet Money. Taz Taylor hit him up. He got to where he is today because he started out with Internet Money. Now I want to go over my favorite songs and my least favorite songs. I think first things first, My Level, When the Lights Go Out, Schemes, Find a Way, hands down. Those are all my favorite songs. There was a couple skips on this project for me. My least favorites were Okay For Real Alright and Die For It. He did just give us kind of like a mix of styles on this project. If we look into the track list, I really like the first 4 songs like I had mentioned. Those are really good, like fun, like rage or just rapping performances from him. I think that's just a really goated start to the mixtape is those first 4 songs. And then, you know, the next like 3 after that are kind of like the pop or like dance lane. Majority like the middle of this album was mostly like melodic / chill songs. And then the last few songs I found pretty like inspiring, or you kind of just went back to the vibes to close out the project. So I do like the structure of this. I would say when you're listening to it though, it does get a little bit sleepy towards like maybe the middle or the start to the second half. Not every single song on this project is one that you're gonna want to listen to in broad daylight. I feel like those slower songs are better at like nighttime, or the production gives off a very like nighttime feel to pretty much the second half of this album. I would say like the start to this project would be stuff that I want to play in the car or just play more in the daytime or to hype me up or whatever. I feel like because this mixtape is 18 songs, but a lot of the songs are really short, so the listen goes by really fast, and I think that was a good decision. So now the final question of the video, where does this rank in TyFontaine's discography? I'm gonna have to say that it's just too hard with this surprise mixtape to beat Ascension, We Ain't the Same, or the Virtual World 2. I think all 3 of those are 1, 2, and 3. Now I would say it is very close with Beautiful Michi Girls. Those are tied at 4 and 5 for me. That this is just growing on me, and I think TyFontaine is the most versatile and one of the best underground artists. So my final rating on this is gonna be a 7 out of 10. I did think that I slandered it quite a bit on the tier list video I made the other day, but I will say the single By Myself is one of the best songs this year, and is probably my favorite TyFontaine song, so I do want to mention that in this video. Other than that, let me know in the comments below your guys' thoughts on this mixtape. I remember people saying in the comments they wanted me to cover it, and I usually cover TyFontaine every project he drops, so I got you guys with a review this time. Obviously he's working on Ascension 2 now, and he just kind of just is in his underground era. Dropped off this mixtape for us just randomly one night. No promo, no features, no nothing. Just feeding the fans. Gotta respect it.